Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Brew Crew Nation 98, where we are going to be looking back at our performance on our picks for NFL Week 11, and also look ahead to Week 12 and see who we think are going to win. For Week 11, we actually did very, very good, only missing 2 games last week. So we go through, we thought the Packers were going to win, and not ended up happening. We got the Bills right, Eagles right, Saints right, got the Giants wrong, Ravens right, Commies right, got the Bears wrong, so I messed up with 3 wrong. Got the Patriots right, got the Broncos wrong, got the Cowboys right, got the Bengals right, got the Chiefs right, and we got the 49ers right. So we actually went 10-4, which is one of my better weeks so far. So I'm very, very proud of myself, except for the fact that the Packers lost, but that just always makes me sad. So if we go into week 12, and we have 3 games on Thursday on Thanksgiving, like we always do, a great, great tradition. And our first game is the Buffalo Bills staying in Detroit to actually play the Detroit Lions. The Bills had to play in Detroit last week because of a massive snowstorm in Buffalo, but this time they actually are playing the Lions. The Bills squeaked out a win over the Cleveland Browns, and the Lions are coming off of their first 3-game winning streak in quite a long time, beating the New York Giants pretty badly. But I do think that the Bills will be able to take care of the Lions. It'll be a closer game than people think, probably within like 10 points or so, not be a true blowout. But the Lions, unfortunately, I think your win streak is going to come to an end here. And then our second game in Dallas is the New York Football Giants going up against the Dallas Cowboys. The Giants lost to the Lions last week pretty badly, and the Cowboys absolutely curb stomped the Minnesota Vikings 40-3. So bad that CBS pulled the game off air. It was that bad. And I think the Giants are going to lose to the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are a better team. Their defense is really, really good. Like, Micah Parsons is so good. So I think that the Cowboys are going to be able to beat the Giants. And then our Thursday night football game, we got the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The Patriots were barely able to squeak out a victory against the Jets, 10-3, off of a late second punt return touchdown. And the Minnesota Vikings, as we just described, got absolutely demolished by the Cowboys. But I think the Vikings are going to win. It's going to be a low-scoring game, but I trust the Vikings offense to bounce back, and the Patriots offense is not good at all. Then we get to our Sunday games. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Buccaneers had a bye week last week, and the Bills lost to, not the Bills, the Browns lost to the Bills in Detroit. I think the Buccaneers are going to win. I think the Browns defense is absolutely awful, and Tom Brady should be able to pick that apart. Then what actually seems like it's going to be a very, very good game is the Cincinnati Bengals going to Nashville to take on the Tennessee Titans. The Bengals were able to squeak past the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then the Titans were able to beat the Packers on Thursday Night Football. I'm not entirely sure who's going to win this game. It's going to depend on can the Tennessee Titans defense slow down the Bengals offense. I don't necessarily think so. I think the Bengals are going to be able to squeak out a narrow victory against the Titans, but this should be a very, very interesting game. And then a game that I think is a virtual lock, the Dolphins are going to absolutely destroy the Houston Texans. There is no question about it. Houston is tanking. They're trying to get either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud with the first overall pick, and the Dolphins are going to roll. Then a very interesting game. We have the Chicago Bears going against the New York Jets. The Bears lost a close game to the Atlanta Falcons, while the Jets' defense did really good, but the offense struggled against the Patriots. I'm not entirely sure who's going to win this game. I'm actually going to pick the Bears to beat the Jets because while I think the Jets' defense is going to play very well against the Bears, I have absolutely no faith in the Jets' offense. And the Bears' offense has been playing well. They should be able to score at least 10 or more points. And then another Sunday game, we got the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Washington Commanders. The Falcons got a key victory against the Chicago Bears to get within half a game of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, while the Commanders were able to beat the Texans, which almost everyone is able to do this year. I really am not sure who's going to win this game. The Commanders have been playing very well under Taylor Heinicke, but he's a very streaky quarterback. I'm actually going to go with the Falcons to win this game because I think that the Commanders are going to fall back a little bit. And yeah, this is going to be a very intriguing game. It actually could be one of the better games on Sunday. And a game that won't be one of the better games on Sunday is the Denver Broncos taking on the Carolina Panthers. And the Broncos lost to Josh McDaniels and the Raiders. I don't know how you do that. But I really don't know who to pick on that one. So I'm going to go with the Broncos because I trust their defense more than the Panthers. But this game is going to be absolutely ugly. That's all I'm going to say. And then we got the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the Ravens are going to be able to have a lot better offensive showing as they did against the Panthers after only scoring 13 points. The Jaguars, they're still rebuilding, still retooling. So I think that the Ravens are going to win. And then, a 4:05 game, we got the LA Chargers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The Chargers barely lost to Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs after Mahomes led a game-winning touchdown drive with less than 2 minutes remaining. And the Cardinals got blown out in Mexico City by the 49ers. I think the Chargers should be able to win this game. The Cardinals are absolutely lost. So, yeah. And then another 4:05 game, we got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The Raiders were able to squeak by in overtime against the Broncos, and the Seahawks, I think, are a better team. They're a better coached team, and I think Geno Smith is going to have a good day against the Raiders. Then the 4:25 one game, we got the LA Rams taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Rams are probably going to be without Matthew Stafford this week after he suffered a concussion last week. And that team is just absolutely awful. Detroit looks so smart for trading Stafford to them because they're going to have a top 5 pick this year. And I think the Chiefs are going to be able to win this game pretty handily. And the other 4:25 game, we got the Saints versus the 49ers. The Saints were able to beat the LA Rams after Stafford got hurt. And the 49ers were able to blow out the Cardinals. The 49ers are a really well-oiled machine right now. Christian McCaffrey has been a great fit for that offense, and I think the 49ers are going to win. And then we got Sunday Night Football with the Green Bay Packers going to Philly and taking on the Eagles. The Eagles have kind of struggled these past 2 weeks, one losing to the Commanders and almost losing to the Jeff Saturday-led Colts. But the Packers, I want to pick them. I want them to beat the Eagles, but I don't think they're going to win. It's just, I don't know. Like, the Packers, the season's kind of over. We just need to see what the young guys have. And I think the Eagles are going to want to respond very big to all the criticism they received these past few weeks. And then we got Monday Night Football with the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I'm actually going to pick the Colts because they have been having a lot of fight ever since Jeff Saturday took over as head coach. And also, I do not trust the Steelers' offense, so I think it's going to be a low-scoring game with 35 points. Did I miss a pick? Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. And so those are my Week 12 predictions. Let me guys know what you think down in the comments below. And hopefully we can do very good in this week as well.